kind of a little.
Yeah, you can't. You're just
trying to hide off
You're
camera,
trying to
man.
hide. That's just not good.
Trying to help the viewers out.
You don't like me at all?
Trying to help the viewers out.
That's probably.
I was scared of your elbow patches on your jacket. Intimidated me.
Does this one? It's like well, you really can't see them on the camera very well.
Well, I just looked over and saw them. They intimidated me, so
that's because I'm a professor, basically. Is
I slid away quickly.
That's what I think. What do you think of when you see elbow pads on a jacket?
I think of an old guy that really isn't where he wants to be in life.
I think of the professor on Gilligan's Island. That makes sense to you?
So once again, he was an old guy that didn't want to be where he was.
Good point. Really good point. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing? Welcome. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. It's our weekly Take the Points edition. Look who's here. Jamey Hodges is back, and we're going to talk about all kinds of different things today. We're going to talk about so many different things. We've got a list this big of things to talk about.
Would you like to know why? Because there's not much going on.
There's much going on. We've got a gigantic list of things to talk about, and we'll get to all kinds of different stuff here in just a few minutes here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on Wabash Catch TV, watching us here on the final weekday of July, this beautiful Friday morning. As yesterday, by the way, was the hottest day of the year. Thursday was.
You could tell.
Thursday, even though the sun wasn't
even out, but you walked outside, humidity just wrapped you like a blanket.
It was like 96 degrees.
Oh, it was awful. It was awful.
Crazy number. But it'll be a nicer weekend, actually. I think a little bit of a cold front supposed to come through. I'll do my best weather person. Cold front coming through this way. Actually, it'll be coming through that way. So be a nice weekend, hopefully. What else is going on, or what is going on this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, that I can tell you about? A few things going on as the Friday. This will be the end of the Clay County Fair tonight, the final night of the fair. It's the biggest event, ladies and gentlemen. You know about it. You know it. You love it. This is the Clay County Fair Queen Pageant. Starts at 7 o'clock tonight. It'll be, and also in addition to that, they're going to do the Future Miss Pageant, the Future Miss Pageant. You know why they're doing this, Jamey?
Why, Bruce?
Any idea why they're doing this? Because the group that was of the age group they were supposed to do it last year
didn't get to
do one. So they're basically bringing that age group back and having them for the future, like the young kids, come in.
Well, that's nice of them.
That's nice of them. I think that was very thoughty.
Yes, it was.
Thoughty. Also today in Ken Mundy, it's that first day of the Ken Mundy Christian Church Household and Clothing Giveaway. They've got appliances, they've got kitchen stuff, they have clothes. This will start today at 9 o'clock, run until 6 p.m., and then tomorrow again at 9 until I believe they're out. So take a look at that over in Ken Mundy, and that's at the Ken Mundy Christian Church. That's for the 30th. What else going on the 31st? The Kids in Motion down in Fairfield. They're going to be hosting a family swim. That'll be at the Fairfield Swimming Pool Saturday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Everyone's welcome. There's no cost, no child care, however, as well. So you want to make sure you don't drop your kids off. And have you ever done that? I'm certain you've never done that. I mean, that's just drop the kids off and let the daycare folks take care of them.
I just find strangers that have vans with candy and usually just kind of leave them with them and go
That's
about my merry way.
Usually, always somebody like that you can find.
Yeah, so it's going on about my way and come back and get them later.
That makes a ton of sense. But just don't drop any child off under the age of 10 without an adult. And the baby pool will also be available. That's fun. What else going on Saturday? It's the Salem Mobile Market. Salem Mobile Market. This is going to be at the Salem Church of Nazarene. That's up there on North Broadway. It'll be first come, first serve. Now this is at 8:30 to 9:30 tomorrow morning. Go in there and get you. They will. This is the Mobile Market, means that they're giving away stuff. This is first come, first serve. Distribution begins at 8:30. Pull your vehicle up and then pop the trunk, and the volunteers will place food items in your trunk. This, of course, for lower income folks, and hopefully you don't. Hopefully get there and get some good stuff if you need it. That's for sure. Also, taking place today, it is the opening day. Like I said, Friday's closing day of the Flora, the Clay County Fair. Saturday, opening day of the Effingham County Fair. The big pull on Saturday night is they're going to have the big Lucas Oil truck and tractor pull as well. That's at the pulling starts at 6:30. Gates open at noon. That's at the Effingham County Fairgrounds. You're giggling at me.
Hopefully they get to have theirs. You and I sat on your front porch and watched all the trailers leave Fairfields in the torrential downpour.
That was awful.
Going right by your house. We're like, well, I guess they're not having it.
It was just terrible. 3 inches of rain will do that.
Yeah, that'll do that.
But hopefully they are able to get it underway. Again, that's at 6:30 tomorrow night at the Effingham County Fairgrounds. A couple of other things going on tomorrow at 7:30 in the morning. They're going to have a big 5K run at the fairgrounds. Also, a car show sponsored by Heartland Towing. That is at 9 a.m., so that'll be a lot of fun. Get your fancy car out there and have a good time. What day else is this today? That is not good grammar, is it?
No, but there's all kinds of good stuff today. Seems like
Actually,
the end of July always has a ton of things on different days.
You missed it.
Last week, did I miss a good one?
Yesterday.
Oh, it was yesterday.
Yesterday was 3 different items. It was like the best food day of all time.
Oh.
Chili dog day was yesterday.
Yeah.
It was chili dog day. It was chicken wing day. And lasagna day.
All right, I'm going to run and get some food. I'll be back.
All 3. You'll like this one, too. Well, you might like this one. This is National Cheesecake
Love
Day.
cheesecake. Absolutely love cheesecake.
July 30th, National Cheesecake Day offers a slice of one of America's favorite desserts. Order up a cheesecake with your favorite topping, get it delivered, or make it at home. And that's the kind of cheesecake that's a little bit, it's not whipped up enough for my taste. I like, hey, that's not the one I was looking for.
That was a cheesecake, but
that was beefcake. But yeah, National Cheesecake Day takes place. What's the history of the cheesecake? Well, it goes all the way back to ancient Greece.
Wow.
Form of the dessert comes up as a recipe served to the Greek athletes back in the old Olympics in 2,000 years ago. And while recipes for cheesecake served athletes in ancient Greece, cream cheese has been a part of the America's dessert making since the 1820s. William Lawrence in 1873 began the production of the first mass-produced cheesecake.
See, I'm not a big sweets guy, but I love cheesecake. That's one of my favorites.
50 years ago, almost 150 years ago. What else is today? This is National Father-in-Law Day. If you can enjoy spending some extra time bonding with your father-in-law, strengthening your relationship.
So right now, Weeze is bonding with my father-in-law.
Is Weeze down there with your father?
Oh, man, yesterday they balled me with pictures. Weeze and Sarah did.
I wondered if Sam was down there. See, now that was how
They met up with Sam and Teresa as soon as they landed. As soon as Sam and Teresa landed, and then I just started getting bombarded with text and pictures, basally in your face.
That's nice. So Sam's got a new son-in-law.
Yeah, so basically I just got hammered. I think Sarah likes him more, so.
I'm not surprised. You and I have that in common. We have fathers-in-law that are both tremendously good to us, and we have and our poor wives. Neither of them have fathers-in-law.
Neither of them have a father-in-law. Yeah, have to go to Maple Hill to visit.
Yeah, they got to make it all out of one. So this is National Father-in-Law Day. Hope you're in. Get out there and say hello to your father-in-law. I don't know, what would you do for National Father-in-law Day? I mean, you got
probably leave him alone.
That is exactly right. I will do that for my father-in-law.
Yeah, that's probably what they want, just left alone.
Leave you alone, Jim.
Probably don't want a son-in-law bugging him.
Actually, I do know what mine would want. He would like me probably to come out and help pick his garden, so he doesn't have to pick it all.
So leave him alone then.
Leave him alone.
That's an easier answer.
Yeah, that's exactly right. What else is going on today? Now, this is my favorite. This is a fun one. This is National Talk in an Elevator Day. National Talk in an Elevator Day, held on the last Friday in July each year. This encourages folks to strike up a conversation with someone in an elevator.
See, I have no elevator etiquette. First off, you and I both like to travel.
Yes.
But if we didn't travel, when would you ride in an elevator around here? You just really wouldn't.
Actually,
so I get in an elevator traveling.
Week after next, or soon, whenever we move into the new building up in Louisville, that has an elevator.
Oh,
It's going to be fun.
Nice.
Yeah, because you'll come up there to do the show, and I'll throw you in the elevator, and then we'll be able to talk for one floor.
Awesome.
You having good embarrassing national talk in an elevator?
No, I've just noticed the times that I've usually tried to strike up conversations in the elevator.
I love it.
They don't talk back. Or one time we were at a football game in Cincinnati, and I went downstairs to get the pizza and was coming upstairs, and some guy next to me said, "Hey, do I have to call Domino's, or can I just tell you and you put the order in?" It's like, dude, I'm not the pizza delivery guy. So I must have looked really good.
That makes sense. My delivery or my elevator story, it was I'm going to try to figure out how I can do this, how I can tell this story. My mother. So you've heard this story, haven't you?
No, but I'm sure I have, but if you're trying to figure out how to tell it.
My mother suggests that I not tell this story, but I'm going to tell it and see if I still have a job Monday. So down in Memphis in 1968, my mother and father and a couple of other couples, they went down there to golf and to go to a golf tournament. And this is 1968 Memphis, midsummer of Memphis, so it's like 2 months after Martin Luther King had been shot in town, and things were really, really, really heating up in Memphis, and of course all across the country. Well, my mom and dad is Ferdy and Anita, or Anita and Ferdy, and they're with the Woods, Scott Woods,
okay.
Mom and Dad, Carol Ann and Jiggs, and Larry and Sue Odom are all down there playing golf.
Bunch of quiet people.
Bunch of quiet people. They've all gone out. They've all been golfing all day. By the way, they check into the hotel. The front desk person says, "Hey, look, I understand. You guys aren't from here, but I gotta warn you. This place is a powder keg. The city is a powder keg right now." And oh yeah, you bet. Okay, whatever you say. They said, be careful, especially about any racial stuff. You got to be careful. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm being careful.
I can tell.
So they go golfing, and they get back to the hotel, and my mother and one of the other guests hops into the elevator, and they're one of the other folks that she's with, and there are 5 large African American men in there, and she says, "Boy, Jiggs, that 13th hole was a messy one, wasn't it?" And that's a term of that's a bad term for African American gentlemen, and yeah, they just everybody's eyes just went really wide, and Jiggs Wood says, "Yeah, Anita, that was a rough one." And they got to the floor, and they got off, and they're just saying, "Oh, what?" And Mom says, "Oh, what did I just do?" Hopefully, she was hoping she hadn't offended anybody. Everybody laughed, and
all was well.
All was well in Memphis in 1968. After their by then.
Good.
Isn't that a good story?
Good. That's good. Can't wait to see your mom on the golf course. Ask her about it.
Yeah. I bet she'll enjoy that. What else going on today? You want to see what's? Oh, by the way, I do have. Have you seen the video? Speaking of elevators, the video of my little nephew, how he got into Michigan.
No.
I think I can make this play. This is the video of how my little nephew got into Michigan. He's in an acting class, and they had to submit a video. So this was the video they came up with.
Why do I want to go to Michigan?
Excuse me?
I want to go to Michigan for 2 very clear reasons: professional training and myriad personal and professional connections.
I'm sorry, what?
The faculty at U of M have all had upwards of 25 years of real working experience. And it seems to me that the value of a true great professor is not just book smarts, but real experience in their field. And the School of Theater's instructors certainly fit that bill. The School of Music, Theater, and Dance is tight-knit, which is certainly relieving for a student coming from 300 peers to 45,000. And surprisingly, even at such a large university, I found that the music and theater buildings and the general campus were incredibly comfortable. In particular, I love the library in the music building. I look forward to making friends with all the students and faculty at U of M, because after I graduate, these will be the people I'm working with in the real world. The answer to why I want to go to Michigan is obvious. The real question is, who wouldn't?
So yeah, that's pretty good. Huh? That's my little nephew, and he got in.
Well, good.
Yeah, so
I knew that, but good.
Well, I'm just trying to show you how talking in an elevator will occasionally work. What's on television tonight, folks? What do you want to see on TV? Baseball, it is the Cubs at the Washington Nationals. That's at 6:05 tonight. Trevor Williams versus John Lester this evening, and that's on Marquee Network, Channel 597. Red Sox at the Rays on MLB. Indians and White Sox on NBC Sports Chicago, Channel 643. Cardinals play at 7:15. Twins in town taking on the Cardinals. Jose Berrios versus Wade LeBlanc. How's LeBlanc been doing?
The same he's done on the other 12 teams
That's
he's played
exactly
for.
Right. but at least you don't want to
I
expect.
turned on it like 3 weeks ago and just turned on a Cardinal game. I was out in the shed and starting for Cardinals. Wade LeBlanc. Lucas is with me. I was like, when did we get? I didn't know we had him. So looked it up, all the 12 teams he'd been with, and we finally got our
13.
turn.
Yeah, I think we're 13. Also in the Olympics tonight, most of the stuff in live. We'll probably talk about that a little bit.
I'll talk about that later. I'm
Track
frustrated.
and field is getting going tonight, as well as some swimming going on, all kinds of different stuff.
Good luck finding it live.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later.
That's exactly what we'll talk about. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. That's Jamey. I'm Bruce. Back in a sec.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Morning, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thanks so much for tuning in. The big story this week, I got to tell you, I have enjoyed parts of watching the Olympic Games, and I suspect you have too.
So you and I both actually several people I know really enjoy the Olympics.
Yeah.
I mean, pay attention to it, want to watch it. I have never had more trouble, even in the age of being able to find stuff instantly on your phone, finding live events, finding the events I want to watch.
They won't put them live.
And then if you want to watch, like the men's basketball, you have to pay for Peacock.
You got to buy Peacock.
It's the Olympics.
Yeah,
Should not have to pay to watch the Olympics.
Should not have to pay to watch the Olympics. You ought to be able to get them just how God intended on free TV.
And then so you already know,
on cable.
Thanks to Twitter and everything, you know the results by the time you watch stuff.
Yeah.
So I've gotten frustrated and watched less than I ever have.
Which brings us to Tuesday morning, Tuesday morning was when they were doing the gymnastics, and that's when they were setting up for the team final, and that's when Simone Biles shocked the world by sitting down after her first vault. What was your thought? Immediate and upon reflection, the same way.
So
About the world's best gymnast. I mean, by far the greatest gymnast right now.
So my first thought was she was hurt.
Yeah.
And then when she came out and explained it was for her mental health, being in education, I've probably got a different view on mental health than most 46-year-old white guys would admit to having.
Yeah.
I think it's a very serious issue that leads to a lot of separate issues in our country because we don't address it. People are scared to talk about it. They're scared to address it. My thought was good for her. Take care. You've got nothing else to prove, Simone. You have. They changed the scoring system for her because she was so much better than other Olympians.
Yeah.
Not other athletes in the United States, other world Olympians. She was getting less points for the same move as other, and told her that, said that up front. You're getting less points for the same move and less points for your more complicated moves because these others can't perform those moves. I mean,
it bothered me initially as a greedy. I'll admit, I'm a greedy.
I will.
American.
Let me bail you out for a second. I did have the thought, I wish she had done it sooner because that took a spot away from someone.
Yeah.
And then upon further reflection, felt really bad about having that thought.
Yeah.
Because I thought, well, no, I'm glad she made the stand and said, I can't finish.
Having no experience at any level near that, but some level where there is pressure on an athlete, I can't begin to imagine the kind of pressure that this young lady has been under because she's been on every TV commercial. She's been on, well, I'm generalizing. She's been on just about every TV, every promotion for NBC. And you could tell upon reflection. Me and my wife talked about it because we watched the St. Louis the
qualifiers,
and you could tell that she wasn't herself. She wasn't smiling. She wasn't having a good time out there, and that made sense. And then when you hear now if you're not having a good time, try to fight your way through it. That was my initial thought. But if you're not having a good time and it is affecting your performance, you're better to get out of it, especially if you're in gymnastics and you can kill yourself on one of the, I mean, you've seen these people fall down and hurt themselves, and all power to her, more power to her, and plus the young lady. Well, I've got the Simone.
Oh, the Sinuian Lee.
There's Simone picture on from Tuesday night, and that's where she talked to the officials or talked to the team officials, where they basically first said that she wasn't going to be there, but then it worked out fine. Well, other than the U.S. not getting that one gold medal, which, looking back at it, it doesn't mean a thing to me or you, to anybody, any hoot to anybody in Southern Illinois or in the U.S. if these girls in Japan get a medal or not. To me, does it?
No, it doesn't.
And so, and thank heavens for this poor gal. Steps up. My golly, she just grabbed she just went ahead and grabbed the baton and won the all around on Thursday. So this is Suni Lee, and so congratulations to her, the gold medal winner, and she's got a great story herself. And I guess that's another thing that kind of was kind of bugged you is the big story was the Simone Biles, and it had kind of overshadowed the rest of the team.
Yeah.
It had overshadowed. So this kind of hopefully gets the rest of the team a chance. But then again, also, you want the young lady to be able to get her mind right, because I'd hate to be
happy and healthy.
Be happy and healthy and get rid of the twisties.
Yeah, she's already proven everything she can prove.
She's by far
and away.
So
when they change Olympic rules for you, it's like Bob Gibson and them raising the mound. When they change rules for you, you've proven all you need to prove.
You bring up baseball. That's one of the things the first thing people brought up when they trying to describe what the twisties are. It's kind of like the yips in putting. Or in golf, where if you can try to hit a ball and it's just not going where you want to hit it. Golfers don't even like to talk about that. I don't golf enough.
Not even supposed to say the word shank.
Yeah,
on the
you're not
course.
saying it. You just said, and you haven't said the word yips yet either.
No, I will not say that word.
But I don't golf enough. You do. But yeah, golfers, they don't want that to enter their head. And then you think about baseball players who have run into problems.
John Lester not being able to throw to first base.
John Lester can't throw. He's a major league pitcher. He's been successful major league pitcher for years, and he doesn't pay attention. He doesn't throw over. And when he does, it ends up in the dugout or in the bleachers or something like that. Or how about Steve Sachs?
Well,
remember Steve Sachs?
Throwing it in the stands.
Ended his career. Chuck Knobloch. Chuck Knobloch and Steve Sachs were all-star second basemen, and it entered their head, and they couldn't throw to first.
And the most disappointing
That career.
The most disappointing thing was, and once again, she doesn't care what any of us are saying on Twitter. She's not paying attention to that, hopefully.
You hope not.
But it really brought out the cesspool. It brought out
that's
the thing about social media. It brings out the worst of the worst.
It brought out the worst, and congratulations.
But more power. We're behind you.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Simone.
Take the points is behind.
Take the points is behind you. If you can get back in for the regular the accessories next week, by all means do it. If you can't, let the other girls do it and try to work on your health. That's what we're trying to say. The other big, what's the other big Olympic story?
I'm going to guess about golf since you almost let it slip. You almost let it slip.
Look at there. There's the current golf after the first round, and of course, who's that in third place?
Some guy that went to some crap college.
Ladies and gentlemen, watch the golf for the weekend.
So that's the other interesting.
The Illini are in third place. We're gonna win the gold, bringing the gold back to Champaign.
So sports has become
by way of Belgium.
Sports has become so international in the United States. I was watching a news story the other day, and they were interviewing college kids at University of South Florida. Is where they were.
Okay.
And they're like, "Who are you rooting for Olympics? You're rooting for the United States?" And they're like, "Well, I kind of like them do okay, but I'm really rooting for so-and-so." It's just different athletes like you and your Thomas Peters because you went to Illinois.
Thomas Peters, he's clearly going to win. I mean, there's no doubt that Jazz, Yana Watananand, actually, I think all three of them went to college in the United States up there on top.
You got Schaufel and Patrick Reed as the highest Americans right now.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You're not rooting for your boy Pat Reed?
Fat no.
Pat? You're not rooting for Fat Pat?
Never forget me at the Masters that year he won and the whole crowd booing him. That's all you need, and that was his home state. That's all you need to know about. That's all you need to know about Patrick Reed.
We're gonna come back. We're gonna talk a little bit more about the Olympics as well as all kinds of other stuff. Watch a big talk back after this.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our power brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full-service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel. Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield. Do I got BL going or something?
No, I told you I sat for 4 hours taking that test. I'm trying to stretch out.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As Jamey is trying to get away from me here, I can understand it. I could understand it. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. One other thing we were going to talk about. All right, now about the Olympics. It's griping time. When are you going to watch it? When are you going to watch the games? I mean, you were talking about there's nothing live. I'm thinking,
the live stuff was on that Peacock. NBC threw it on Peacock, which is a paid for service, and
I hate that. Even there are minor sports going on that are live, and you can't find them. Like the rowing the other night, there was rowing on, and they held it up an hour so that they could, I don't know, patch it into the regular broadcast for some reason, and it was live during the time that the broadcast was going, and they were showing replays of stuff, and they weren't showing the live stuff, and it just eats me up. And even on and we've got 5 channels of it. We do appreciate you tuning in here on the cable.
Yeah, we're not trying to tell you we're complaining about what we don't like about it.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
We're not saying boycott watching the Olympics. Because I keep still trying to find live stuff. I'm not going to lie.
It sure makes it tough to gamble on.
That it does.
Sure makes it.
Now we're to the root of our big ride. We're to our big ride.
You can't gamble on it if it's playing if they're not showing it. You want to be able to see what you're gambling on.
But there's no reason to gamble.
You want to be able to see what you're gambling on. If I'm going to bet on Yvonne Goolagong out swimming somebody from Belarus,
I want to watch it.
I want to see.
Yep.
And Yvonne Goolagong's a tennis player anyway, so she's not going to.
You don't know that.
She used to be.
Maybe they pulled her in.
I don't know. But yeah, if I'm going to bet on somebody, I do want to say, okay, enough of that. Speaking of stuff to bet on, and if you're watching this on Friday, this may have already, it certainly has already played. The CONCACAF.
Played Thursday night,
yeah. Yeah, we're done with the Olympics.
CONCACAF. 2 of them did, sorry.
Yeah, these are but this is actually the semifinals. I couldn't find a semifinal. Qatar is playing USA in one semifinal, and Mexico's playing Canada in the other.
So Pat McAfee had a great tweet.
What did Pat McAfee say?
He said, "Be sure and tune in for the heated rivalry between the USA and Qatar to see who's the best team in North America."
All right, we talked about
because
it
remember,
last week.
Qatar bought their way in.
We talked about it last week or 2 weeks ago. Qatar bought their way in. The semifinals are Thursday night, and actually, once we get out of here, I think 6:30 is when
6:30 and 9. Does that sound right?
Yeah, it does. 6:30 is when Qatar plays the United States. Mexico plays Canada. Qatar is pretty good.
They're surprising people. So they bought their way in, and I think a lot, myself included, and a lot of people thought they were going to be an easy knockout early on.
Yeah.
And it's like, great, pay all that money. You're going to be gone quick. It's going to be a tough match.
They're tough. They're going to give this is not the USA team. This is kind of they're missing 4 or 5 of their best players, but they're going to give the U.S. all they want. And the U.S. This is a fun U.S. team to watch.
Yeah, it's a good team.
Dickey is really fun to watch.
Yep.
Did you see the hit he took the other night in the quarterfinal? He basically went flying up in the air. He landed from about 6 feet in the air, and that looked like that hurt.
It had to hurt.
So that's the semifinal is tonight, or Thursday night, pardon me. The final is Sunday night. I suggest you watch it. It's fun.
Yeah, here's my Bruce Dickey gripe. Why didn't you tell me to watch Ted Lasso sooner, by the way?
I haven't seen it myself.
Oh, I binge watched. I've watched season 1 twice, and I'm going to watch season 2.
Apple Plus. You're talking about these streaming
Oh, you're going to have to come over and watch it. It's like one of my favorite all-time shows now.
It's like only 30 minutes long, right?
Yeah, there's like 8 episodes in each season. It's phenomenal.
All right, well, I'll watch it at Eastbound.
Yeah, you have to come over. It's incredible.
That's what we'll do. You're watching Big Talk. Back in a second. We're going to talk baseball. Back in a second. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians, and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
More you know.
I guess so. Welcome back, folks. Thanks very much for tuning in. Before we get to the baseball and the NFL, by the way, I'll ask you in a minute. We had Jamey, I think last time he was on the show was right before the British Open, wasn't it?
I think so.
Right before the British Open, back at the end of June, and or the end of or first week of July, sometime like that. And we were talking. You had plans for the weekend. You were going to make a brisket while you watched the British Open.
Because I was going to be up all night watching. I was going to be up at 3 in the morning anyways.
Yeah. So my question is, how'd the brisket go?
Turned out really, really well.
Really?
We, my brother Justin and I, we watched a lot of videos and did a lot of research. I'm going to promote somebody that doesn't advertise on your show. Is that okay?
Go ahead.
So Nathan Loker from Effingham has this rub company. You can find it on Facebook. It's called Holy Smoker Rub Company, and I've seen people using his brisket rub. I do some of his others, so I ordered his brisket rub right away. We dry brined it, which all that means is we injected it, covered it in mustard, and then just caked it in the seasoning.
Covered it in mustard powder.
No, mustard, because that holds that seasoning on there. It's a binder.
Okay.
And then wrapped it and put it in the fridge for 30 hours.
Okay.
And then when that was done, we threw it on about 6 o'clock Saturday evening.
Okay.
And
now, as I understand, and weren't we talking it was supposed to be a 14-hour cook?
Well, it ended up being a 15 to 16 hour.
Okay.
Is what ended up taking. And briskets are real funny in that they'll stall at about 150 degrees internally.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
So when a brisket reaches 150 degrees internally, and you want to get it up to around, there's differences. 165 to 175 is perfect for what I'm going to tell you here in a little bit. But at 150, it'll stall. It won't get warmer.
Okay.
It'll stall, and it'll stay that way for about 3 hours, and then it'll start heating up again. Yeah. So what you do is you catch it in the stall, you take it out, we re-injected it with some beef broth, rubbed it down again with all the spices, wrapped it in foil, and threw it back in there. And then in that foil, it heats up. So then about 10 o'clock the next morning, it had gotten about 165, between 165 and 170, which is where I wanted it. So we took it out, still in the foil, wrapped it in a towel, and threw it in the cooler and let it sit there for 3 hours.
Threw it in the cooler with no ice, but just
in the cooler to keep all that heat in there, and that way it keeps steam cooking for 3 hours. And then we took it out we were going out to Jeff Baker's. His brother Brad was home from Alabama.
Yeah.
So we took it out there to watch the end of the British Open and cut her up, and it turned out wonderful.
Pink on the inside, and have the nice line.
You don't want it totally pink.
Well, you want the nice line.
We had a good smoke ring.
Okay.
Had a really good smoke ring. It just turned out fabulous. We were super happy. But I got like 2 hours sleep in a day and a half.
Well,
because I just kept checking my temp and babying it. And
speaking of babying it, Aaron Rodgers is back. How about that?
I like the segue.
Aaron Rodgers, I love this. Came back wearing the
office Dunder
Kevin
Mifflin
versus the chili. I would love to have that T-shirt. What do you think? This didn't catch you by surprise, did it? Surely.
It kind of did. Because either Green Bay wasn't getting enough for him, or I don't know why they finally made concessions that they could have made
3 months ago
and saved themselves a lot of grief and public humility and all that. You know what I mean?
They really did.
And not only is Aaron Rodgers back,
their fans went apey.
So they got Rodgers back, Randall Cobb back, and so all of a sudden,
and they're going to sign Devontae Adams.
So all of a sudden, the Packers are the Packers again.
They're going to extend Devontae Adams.
Yep.
I don't know either. I don't know what they were waiting.
Yeah, just the timing all seemed really weird to me on this.
Here was before Rodgers came back. Here were the from USA Today. This was like Monday. This was their NFL record predictions, and I'm gonna keep this one for a little while. But they had the Packers going 12-5. Doesn't it? First of all, first point I'm gonna make. Doesn't it seem strange with 17 games?
It really does.
Yeah. Just seems odd. The other question I'm going to ask you: do you think the Texans at 1-16 is Deshaun Watson going to end up playing this year? What's the current
so? There's a lot of griping going on about that right now because NFL has a moral conduct policy,
right?
I believe is what they call it,
and so he's under lawsuit and under.
So you don't have to be proven guilty. You just have to be accused under this policy. We've seen Roethlisberger miss games. Who was the other one?
Oh, Adam Pac-Man Jones missed a bunch.
Missed games. Zeke missed some games. under this moral clause policy.
A guy from Kansas City missed games too, Tyreek Hill.
So this is not, so people have missed games just being due to allegations that never end up being charged. Deshaun Watson has 22 charges, and he is at training camp.
Ready, working
practicing
out
away.
Play.
And so there's a lot of people upset over.
I can see 1-15 being
over that. Yeah, so a lot of people are upset over that.
1-16 being within the realm.
And they're just they're a dumpster fire. But I also think the Colts are better than 9-8. But I'm biased.
The reasons I bring that up is because that's where Randall Cobb was.
Right.
Randall Cobb played with the Texans last year, and they say the word at Packer camp when he reported this week after getting signed this week, he reported and they said he had the wide eyes of a guy leaving prison.
Oh man, I bet. I'm just very hopeful, and I hate to even mention this because I was correct last year when I mentioned, but anyhow.
Mention what?
The way things are going, I hope we have football.
Oh, don't even. Yeah, that's
3 players on Washington. And Lamar Jackson and
Roger Goodell wants to play.
I know, but I'm just saying they're going to have to.
Roger Goodell brought down the hammer last week.
We're going to have to figure out something quick because there are several players on Wednesday that tested positive.
Well, that's the thing. They're going to be they'll be away from the rest of the team and
so
get them back. So I mean, it's going to be something. The NFL is going to play.
Yeah, it's $1 billion business. They're not going to lose $1 billion.
If the NFL,
it's our college football that may suffer.
College football might stop, but NFL is not. Well, no, we're not even going to talk about it. Get your vaccines, ladies and gentlemen. That's all we.
Man, we've been political day. Mental health, vaccines.
And I told a racist story. So.
Do we need to do anything else on the checklist? We need to go ahead and lose our viewer that's left.
Oh, I hope not. I tell you what, let's do. Was there anything else there that looked really out of whack?
Yeah, to me, so the 49ers are coming in with Trey Lance as a starter.
Yeah,
and
rookie quarterback,
and showing them at 11-6. I don't know. That seems awful high to me. The Bucs seem fine.
I was kind of surprised the Cardinals are 7-10.
Yeah, and I'm surprised at that too because they've got a lot of talent.
Yeah.
And I'm being
good
true.
Wide receiver and good Kyler Murray's is outstanding.
The Colts are loaded up front on both lines, offensive and defensive line, and have weapons. 9-8 just seems low.
I think they don't trust Carson Wentz.
Well, but he's back with Frank Reich, and my point being, with the Jaguars and Texans being down like they are, there's 4 possible wins right out of the gate.
Well, and the other thing,
and we played Tennessee tough.
You were mentioning COVID. The Ravens at 11-6. Lamar Jackson came down was tested positive. But that's the thing. Hopefully, a lot of these players who are testing positive have already been vaccinated. And, I mean, a vaccination doesn't mean you're not going to get it, but it means that you're not going to be as sick.
Won't be as sick and less chance of spreading.
Yeah,
not that you can't spread it to others, but less chance.
Less chance. So there you go. I tell you what, let's take another quick break. We'll come back, talk a little bit of baseball. Trade deadline coming up today.
Stuff happening
3 o'clock. Cardinals are right in the mix, right?
Yeah.
Back right after this.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
When it comes to your banking, you have as many options as colors in the crayon box. That's why you can bank your way at Teutopolis State Bank. What works best for you may be different from what works best for your neighbor. Teutopolis State Bank is built to serve all your banking needs, whether it's online banking, mobile check deposit, text banking, or just stopping in to see them at one of their 3 convenient locations. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender, it's Teutopolis State Bank. Banking made personal since 1913.
Napa know how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basementy experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basementy experts.
Yep.
How long? Well, actually, Carpenter for only like 2 more months.
Go ahead and cut him then. Get rid of him.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing? You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. I'm Bruce Dickey. This is Jamey Hodges. This is our Take the Points edition, weekly look at sports. And
Can I ask the viewer a question?
Ask the viewer a question. Please look right in the camera. It's that one right there.
Do you like garage sales, going and finding stuff cheap and good bargains and stuff like that?
May I speak for the viewer?
Yes.
I love them.
If so, go visit the Chicago Cubs right now. Because they're gutting every good player they have.
First baseman Anthony Rizzo available right there. Second baseman or shortstop Javi Baez available. Left fielder Bryant available, and then closer available Craig Kimbrell.
They are just gutting the team.
What's it going to take to get Craig Kimbrell?
Which at some point you have to. At some point you have to gut the team.
Craig Kimbrell is a Hall of Fame closer with a year or two good left in his arm. Somebody's going to trade the Cubs, and they're going to get some good prospects for him at least. I don't know if they'll get for Bryant or for Rizzo or Baez. Will somebody?
Baez. Somebody'll go all in on Baez.
He's young enough. See,
he's young enough.
Rizzo's 32 years old.
And Bryant's and I hate to say it, but he's such a liability in the field.
Yeah.
That they may not, and his power numbers have dropped off.
He's kind of dropped off every year. So, former MVP.
Yeah.
But his numbers have dropped off precipitously since then. The reason we're bringing this up, the trade deadline is this afternoon at 3:30. You and I watched the Cardinals most closely. So who are the Cardinals trading for?
So we were talking about their only huge need, because they can't take on a whole lot. They're going to pay Arenado and Goldschmidt. You've got a lot of men tied up at the corners.
Relief pitching's in pretty solid shape.
Yeah.
As long as they quit walking people.
And so you need starting pitching, and Scherzer's available, and he's always been a fan of the Cardinals.
He's a St.
Louis
guy.
boy, and he's always
pitched for Missouri.
He's always expressed an interest, and at some point in his career playing for the Cardinals. We've got starters coming back, though, and they're going to want every young prospect we have for him.
And Scherzer his contract runs out this year.
Yeah, and so then
he'd be a rental. He'd be a 2-month rental. And do the Cardinals think that they're close enough that they can get a rental?
I unfortunately don't think they are.
I don't think so either. They're 8 games back. Well, let's just see exactly how far back they are. Let's go to the board, the big board. The Cardinals are 9 games back entering play on Thursday. And at 500 baseball.
And the problem is when you look at the wild card, I guess they got a chance at one of them. The West is definitely getting one. Right now it looks like the West is getting 2.
Well, if the Cardinals are 7 games behind San Diego, right, for a wild card, yeah. 7 games behind San Diego, and San Diego's the bottom wild card right now. So it's you either catch Milwaukee or you somehow catch San Diego, and you're looking a long way up for either one. And then for that matter, you got to pass Cincinnati to get there. And the good thing is for St. Louis, they have 13 games remaining against the Milwaukee Brewers. And Milwaukee, while they're in first place, they are by no means unbeatable.
Correct.
However, the thing is, Milwaukee keeps filling holes. They keep making trades, and
they're taking their weaknesses.
They're taking their weaknesses
away,
and they're also filling their bench. They've got they made a couple of trades on Thursday. Milwaukee is they're looking a little deeper than the Cardinals are right now, and I think that it's too bad. I think it's going to end up being a lost year. But Cardinals need starting pitching. You got starting pitching coming back in August,
right?
Maybe. Can you count on Miles Michaelis to come back? He's pitched 4 innings in the last 2 years.
Yeah, and so that's the big.
I was there for him, so that was cool.
And that's the big wild card, big question. And
Flaherty's coming back in August. Liberatore is going to be back or available. They'll pull him up sometime.
And we cannot consistently get our lineup to hit together.
You got to get the lineup to hit, and
they're not doing it consistently. Every once in a while they'll explode.
And Arenado got hit Wednesday afternoon, or hurt himself Wednesday afternoon. So they don't know how bad he is. Knowing the way he plays, he won't miss very much. But I don't know. I just don't see a busy afternoon today.
No, I don't think the Cardinals will do much of anything at all. Our bullpen's been pretty solid for us.
Other than the walks,
like you said, the starting pitching. They just got to hit. They just got to start hitting.
Got to do something about the walks too, and that's just that's. I think it's a mindset. I think that they're trying to pitch. Now, granted, Mike Maddox knows a lot more about it than I do, but I think they're just trying to get they're trying to be a little bit too loosey goosey or too much finesse and play so close to the strike zone
instead of just pitching.
Using the heat and throw strikes
instead of just pitching.
You've got fielders behind you. Let them have a chance to play.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I hate to be this pessimistic about and I'm not a pessimistic person anyways, but I just don't see him catching it.
There's the American League. Anything you see here jump out at you? The Boston still holding on, and the Rays made a run at them, and Boston pushed them back. The Yankees made a nice trade. What did you think about the trade for Joey Gallo?
That's a great trade. They needed it. Didn't give up a lot for him. Worked out really well for them.
Yankees are trading a lot of prospects right now. They must have loaded up on some prospects.
I guess my big surprise is Oakland's still hanging right in there strong.
Yeah, Oakland is still 6 games back.
But I'm looking at the wild card. They're right in the midst of that wild card race is what I'm getting at.
Cleveland is going to struggle to get back into that wild card. Their pitching is just beat up. The White Sox look like they're going to run away with that division, Houston is. I think Houston might be the team to beat this year. They've got good pitching. They've got good hitting, and then
I know, but Boston just seems to keep finding weird ways to win. They find opportune ways to win.
And the Giants, with the best record in baseball, and a piecemeal rotation.
Don't they know this isn't an even year?
I don't know. What are they
all
thinking?
the World Series have been an even year.
I don't understand it. Jamey, thank you so much for
Bruce. Glad to be here, buddy.
Thanks. So, what are you going to watch the Olympics this week?
I don't know. Whatever I can find.
I'm going to say you can't watch basketball. That's the thing.
Whatever I can find.
You can't watch basketball.
They're losing all their games anyways.
We got 10 seconds. What's your favorite sport to watch?
I have really enjoyed the European handball.
All right.
Have you watched it?
Yes, I have.
I've enjoyed it.
You lost your mind.
Basically, as soon as they get to what I'd call the 3-point line, you just clothesline the dude.
We'll see y'all next time. That's exactly right. See y'all next time. Have a great day.